Today, it's really got me thinking. Got me thinking a lot about going to a place that I went to today and just really thinking a lot about just what's been going on with my day to day and where I started and where I am today on basically trying to get a good understanding of recognizing who I am and what this world is all about and really praying to Jesus even more and more. And really just, it makes me think, makes me think a lot about why is it that I see progression, but when I go out, I just see destruction. My name is Mark Anthony DuBose Jr. I was born July 4th, 1986. Today, I don't know what it is, but I went to the first place I've ever gone to around the lake with my dog today and just had to go for a nice different walk. A walk where there's not so many people. It's kind of the reason I don't specifically go to this place so often, because it's kind of the testing grounds of training grounds in reality. Make sure that everything's going all right. But today, going on a walk really got me thinking with the day that I started with on this path, as opposed to the day that I'm at today. And the day that I'm at today is absolutely nothing of the same in any way similar to the first day of taking my dog Kahi out there. And it really makes me think, why do I notice my world, my life, everything around me just always getting extremely significantly better, like nowhere near the same as what the next is? And all I could do is give thanks to being able to have the name of Jesus to be able to call upon, and being able to have that behind me to be able to make sure that I'm constantly working on what it is that I need to work on. But I just come to notice, like, I can't force that on anybody. I can't make anybody want that. I can't make anybody want to be able to figure out how to be able to get themselves into a better place. Because there was a time in the day that I used to just completely reject this message, that I would just completely hear anybody has to say anything about it and just say, that's stupid, that's silly, that's worthless, that's meaningless. But in reality, that's how I felt. I felt stupid, I felt worthless, I felt meaningless, I felt helpless. I felt all that. Even though I would hear someone speak this message, saying that to them, I would say that that person is that they don't get it, that they don't understand. But yet I was hurting, I was damaged, I was struggling. So something that's so weird to me when I just keep on going and doing what I'm doing, that since I can't force it upon anybody, I have to just watch and just live and just be and just continue to keep doing what I'm doing. But sometimes it just saddens me a little bit, because sometimes I see the same people or people from before or situations of before, and I just see that you're not getting any better, that things actually today are getting worse. And today, just seeing someone that I used to see a long while ago and realize that things were better before, man. Why is it getting worse today? Why is it going downhill? Why is it that you're just struggling even more and more and more, as opposed to just having a better sense of who you are to be able to represent yourself better and be able to do more of what it is that you want to be able to pursue on this planet? And that's weird with me, because I get all in my emotions a little bit with, Mark, why are you going and others are not? And then it's hard for me to stand up and speak about that, because if you're not on that way of life, it's like you're hurting, you're struggling. You don't want to hear me say that I'm getting better. You don't want to hear that things are going good with me. You don't want to hear, like, no one wants to hear that. That's hurting. And it's hard for me to be able to say successfully even preach the message of Jesus, because he does bring a life to me, like awesomeness to me, clarity to me, peace to me, joy to me. It brings a lot of that to me. The main thing, self-control to me, really humbles me down. Like, all of these things come to me. It makes me want to just stand on a mountaintop and preach it to the whole world. But in reality, nobody wants to hear that from the person that's doing, say, better than the next. They want to just continue to, you laugh and want to watch me when I say everything's destroyed, everything got burnt down, everything died, everything failed, everything isn't going anywhere. You watch me then. And it's a very interesting thing, because I know that works. I know that message works. And it's like, because we want to just stay in our misery instead of trying to figure out how to be able to get out of that misery, to be able to try to do something different. So for me today, it's just, I feel a little guilty. And that's something that I'm trying to pray a little bit hard for. That's something before, months and months and months ago, that I listened to a little preview of something I said months ago that really got into me, because feeling a little guilty about what it is that I'm able to understand, what it is that I'm able to read, what it is that I'm able to figure out how to be able to get myself in a better case. And it's not like it's some hidden messages. It's not like something that I've been I can run harder, faster, I got more athleticism to me. It's got nothing to do with any of that. It's just got a matter of being able to hear a message and listen to the message, accept the message, and figure out what's going to go on with your life with that message. Because for me, a lot of the first things that were going on were getting over a lot of addictions that I had. Anything that I required and needed to be able to survive and be able to function. Anything that I said to myself, I can't live without this, I was able to get rid of it. So then I can introduce it into my life without such a need and such a desire that it's a pleasure to have now. It's no longer just this stabbing of I gotta have. Now I could just enjoy it. Now I could just sit back and just say, I like this. This is awesome. And Jesus has been able to get me through that. And nothing else on this planet has been able to do such a thing. And that's the one thing that I just challenge pretty much any and everybody with. You want to get into a better place. You want to get over your addictions, things that you're stuck with, things that you absolutely must have, things that you can't live without. And if you have it inside of you that you can't do that on your own, and you haven't been able to have any success with that, that's why I'm going to say that there's some information out here to be able to help you do that. There's some information out here to be able to help you to grow into a different place with looking at those things that are behind you at some point as just a hindrance, as opposed to something that's helping you be able to get into a better place. I don't know what it is, but I just noticed that I look around at everything that I do. I look at even just the simplest thing that I can really study the most is just my dogs. Because I know where they were when I got them. Every single one. I know how they looked when I first started, except for my Oreo man. He's just always been a pretty cool boy. I enjoy that dog. But I didn't rescue them because I didn't take them out of a burning bush or nothing. But I adopted them from a bad case scenario. Nobody wanted them. Everybody abandoned them, especially one of them. Everybody abandoned him. Nobody cared about him at all. And that's the one that I take out the oil for the walks that really just gets in me to just see the progression of where he is today as opposed to where he used to be. That's the main one. Outside of even my scared, fearful dog, that was not say easy. That wasn't easy, but it's just different. It's different. And when I see where I was at and where I am today, that everything is just like you see me, you see everything I do, and you're just like, well, that's way better. And I just want to be able to give that to more and more people. I want to be able to say something in the right way to make sure that you're wanting that same thing instead of just staying the same. It's like I'm saying, I saw someone today that you're worse off today. You're hurting more today. You're struggling way even more today than when I met you, than when I first saw you, than when I first had any sort of introduction with you. And that's a very, very unfortunate thing that I don't know how to. I can't force nothing on you. I just can't. All I can do is just say that something has been able to transform me. So when you see me and mine, don't get jealous. Don't get envious. Don't get mad. Don't, what did he do and why does this and he must be cheating. Don't think of any of that. Just think of what is it that he's doing on a day-to-day to be able to get to that point. And that's why for me, I think it's a beautiful thing for me to still continue to keep doing these videos just like clockwork all the time. Because I have a track record of seeing what it is that I was doing, hear how I was speaking, hear everything that was going on, and then just keep on seeing what's continuing to keep on moving forward with it. And also just the videos of seeing my animals around, seeing what they look like, seeing the land around, seeing what it looks like, seeing everything that I was doing, and just seeing that it's better today. It's not going downhill, and it's not even staying stagnant, where it's just good. It's constantly cruising. And that's what I'm going to say is the power of who Jesus Christ is, who walked this planet, which is God, to be able to do some amazing things, to be able to give us such peace. Because I live in a life of peace is what I'm going to say. It doesn't matter even where I put my body and locate it into. It could be busy. It could be thousands and hundreds of thousands of people around. But in me, I'm peace. I'm relaxed. I'm calm. I am so forever to get to frustration today. And it's such an amazing thing. And even if I do get into the level of frustration, I could just get out of it in seconds. I don't need to linger in it and stay in it and mingle in it. And that's something that I just noticed is very, very powerful. On why I've just come to notice that things around everything with me are just getting better. And that betterness is allowing better people to come into my life. Better people to start putting themselves around me. Better people to just look at me and just say, hey, you know what? That's interesting. Like, how do you keep doing that? How do you keep making that happen? And me being able to show more and more people, like, this isn't a show. I don't push the record on here and just have a show going on. No, this is my real life. This is what I do. You meet me, I talk like this. I act like this. I be like this. Am I just so perfect? Heck no. Is everything so smooth always? Heck no. Do I have to get a little firm with some of my dogs to let them know what I'm looking for? Heck yeah. Do I have to get firm on myself some days to just say, I got something I got to do and I got to do it and it doesn't matter. They don't get a choice. Heck yeah. Do I have some times in me that's just like, I don't have it in me to just want to really pursue that right this second. Let me wait on it in a moment. Oh yeah, I definitely do. Certain things I don't live in no magical world where everything is just so perfect. I have struggles. But the main thing behind this is those struggles, I don't need to put it all on myself. I don't need to worry about how someone is trying to damage me, someone's trying to slander me, someone's trying to say this, and someone's trying to do this, someone's trying to take from me, someone's trying to harm me. I don't need to put that on myself. I can push that off. I can let that out. I can let that be. I can let it go. I can pray, talk, and ask, and do anything I need to do to make sure that that gets away from me. So then I can just start to become clear in my mind. I could go for long extended walks trying to ask some questions of what's going on? Why is this happening? And not in the rampage of watching the emotions start building up and building up and building up to the point of just, you start getting mad, you start getting frustrated, you start getting angry. I'm able to just push that off and let it go and let it be, knowing that it's not all on for me to be able to have to handle and have to work, have to deal with in reality. That I can push it away. And it's something that I want to be able to give to more and more people. It's something that I want more and more people to just have a better understanding of. It's something that I just have it in me, that I see the greatness in you. I can like see straight through your eyes and straight through you and see the awesomeness that you have. I can see that what you're doing, you really like, but you would love it even more if you're able to get the background noise of what people are saying and what people are going to do, or what any of that behind. You would be doing what you want even greater, even more, because that's something significant for me that I had to let go, is what people are going to say, what people think, what people are doing, what people are going to try to do to me, as opposed to just doing what I want to do, knowing that what I want to do is not out to harm, it's not out to hurt, it's out to just, in reality, try to show more of who God truly is and what he's actually capable of doing. That once you start to get free of a lot of these addictions that are out here, you start to be able to do some things that the next person who's still stuck, who's still struggling, who's still worrying, who's still anxious, is like, man, we live in two completely different worlds. We don't do anything of the same. And no, we're on the same world. We're on the same place. We all have the same struggles. But I've realized and been able to figure out how to be able to get those struggles to be able to get away from me, so that I don't have to keep on marinating in it, worry about it, and keep on stressing about it, and keep on just dealing with it. That I can just push it off and push it away. That I don't have to sit here and just be so alone with everything that's going on with me. That even though I am alone out here, even though I am by myself, even though I don't have a million, trillion, kabillion friends and people to just be able to run to and talk to if anything's going wrong, I don't have this feeling of alone at all. I don't have this feeling of lack in any sort of way. I have everything that I ever could want. And I have this knowledge behind me that's able to communicate effectively with pretty much anybody and everybody. So I can keep on figuring out what it is that you need, figure out what's going on with you, figure out how to be able to get on the same playing field with you, as opposed to just coming to every single person with this, I'm hurting, my life sucks, this is no good, and trying to look and beg and pleading for help from everybody, and trying to figure out how to be able to just, I don't know, I don't even know what to add to that right there. Just, I want to come to you with things are good, things are great. But I know that's hard for someone to hear when they're hurting, when they're damaged. And for that person that doesn't want to hear that, I'm telling you, Jesus is the way. It's the only way to be able to get me out of what it is that's been struggling with me. And sometimes the main thing is just go all in. Just don't try to dance around it and say, oh, but what about this? And oh, and what about that? It's like, no. I'm telling you, that's not going to give you the level of success that you really want, what you're looking for. That's going to give you even more level of frustration, because you're going to end up trying to challenge and trying to debunk and trying to this and trying to that, as opposed to just trying it out and seeing what actually could happen to you. Try it out and say, you know what, something that you want to stop, something that you just don't want to still be a part of. And just say, hey, this guy on this video said I should just try it. Let me try it and start it. And just ask and pray, can you finish this for me, Jesus? Can you finish this? Can you get this away from me? Can you make me never even want to go back to it again? Can you make me just have no urge for it anymore again? And see what happens, and see where your life goes to. And I'm not even saying give this no months, let's even bring that back, weeks, months, or years. I'm saying just put it out there and see how fast your life is going to change. See how fast things you're going to be able to get past and be able to get over, where you used to just never in your mind think I couldn't this and I couldn't that. When you just put it on Jesus and just say, hey man, help me through this, man. In reality, that's the way I would say it, just like I thought of it. If you real, help me through this. If you real, do this for me. If you real, make it happen. And watch how fast he's going to make it happen for you, because he's going to want to show you how real he is. And then sometimes you're going to get stuck in your brain of, no, I did that on my own. And I'm going to say to you, don't do that, because you didn't do it on your own. Because sometimes we go to sleep and then we wake up And then we think, oh, I quit that because all on my own means. That wasn't no nothing. And I'm telling you, challenge them again. See the next step. See the next thing that you want to do. To see how fast you're going to be able to get through some things, how fast you're going to be able to get over some stuff, how fast you're going to be able to get clarity and being able to do what it is that you want to be able to do. To get the clarity of knowing who you should be staying away from. Get the clarity of knowing what you should just really dig deep with and just keep on doing, regardless of what people have to say. Just keep on pushing forward with that. And you're going to start to just get better and better and start to see what is just magical things happen to you day by day by day. And it's not going to be such a horrible struggle when you call upon Jesus to just say, hey, man, just put it on him. Put it on him. Put it all on him. Put all your problems on him. Put all your worries on him. Say, hey, man, I'm struggling. I'm hurting. I'm broke. And I need something to eat. And watch how fast some food's going to come to you. Watch how fast an opportunity is going to come to you so that you are no longer in that situation anymore. Just watch it. Just test and challenge that. Don't go anywhere else and try to do anything else. Don't try to think that on your own means you're going to try to work harder to be able to get what you need to get. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work. I'm telling you. It doesn't work that way. When you're in the need, just ask them. Say, I need this. Just ask them. I need some clothes, man. I need some new pair of shoes because my shoes is jammed up. I need something. Ask them. I need to be able to figure out how to be able to get to the doctor because something isn't feeling right. How can I get that figured out and get that lined up? Just ask them. Ask them, hey, man, you know what? My relationships are just damaged, always destroyed. How can I be able to get myself to be able to have a nice, solid, better one? Ask them. Ask them all these things. Ask them. You know, my relationship with these people just isn't right. What's going on with me that this is going on? Ask them. Ask them all these things about everything that's going on with you. Ask them, why do I always have this sense of just laziness in me? That's just like, I want to get up and do something, but every time I try to, I just got to sit back down. Ask them, what's going on with that, man? Why am I in this? Why is this happening to me? And see what's going to come to you. See what will happen to you. See the progression of where you're going to start to be able to go. Just start asking them and seeing, I'm telling you, just ask. That's the main thing. Ask and you should get it. Ask them. Ask them and go deep in. And then when it comes to you, I'm telling you, don't be on the whole being a human being of just, yeah, I did that. I created that. I made that. No. I'm telling you, keep asking them and keep testing and keep going and keep going and keep going. And watch where things start to go in your life. And with that, man, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. And I'm going to say thank you, Jesus, for being able to allow me to go and see and watch the progressions of things that I'm doing and having a record and a track record of seeing where I started and where I am today and being able to really put it inside of me of knowing that I'm not the one that did any of it. I just want to say thank you for doing everything that you've done for me to be able to get me to the point that I'm at today, to be able to allow me to be able to ask and be able to get and be able to keep on questioning and be able to keep on getting, to keep on just looking at and desiring and to keep on getting. And I'm just so thankful to be able to continue to keep having that. And it's such an amazing thing to be able to be out here and keep on experiencing what I'm experiencing and doing what I'm doing and not having any sort of guilt in me, any sort of frustration in me, any sort of rage in me, and just letting it all go. That the only thing that I will say that I have a slight guilt with that I'm asking to still try to release me from is being able to notice that I'm seeing my life getting better and watching others just go downhill. And it's just something in me that it's like, it shouldn't be that way, but I can't force anything. And that's the main thing that the feedback that I would always and constantly keep on getting is I can't force anybody to do anything that it is that I do. That I can only just give the information. And I'm so thankful for that at the same time, because that would be so much pressure on me to have to just try to make everybody do as I do. Hey, Oriole, let's get out of there. To make everybody do what it is that I do, to be able to experience what I experience. Because for you, it may be something else that you think that you need, but I'm telling you, if you want the long-lasting longevity, if you want the way to be able to get past things just now, right away, and not having to worry, not having to struggle, I'm telling you, ask Jesus for some help. He's going to be able to help you. I just want to say thank you.